We're recording in 5, 7,
I forgot to wear those.
12. And we're live, but we're not live because it's a recording. Welcome to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Special Edition Super Enhanced Survivor Series Recap Podcast. I'm Theron, and the host is Tommy, and he's over there. Or am I the host now?
Yeah, you're kind of the host, man. You got the recording controller. You have an actual computer. I have a rough iPhone stand, and that's it. That's it, man. That's all I got.
You have the iPhone stand that's like a tripod, but it's not. It's made
mine's a dinosaur.
Oh,
I got this Wookiee. That's all I got.
You got a Wookiee.
I got this Wookiee right
here. It was a dinosaur.
I got to trade you this Wookiee for a tripod, and then something like that.
I don't even have a tripod. I need one of those iPhone stands. I don't know if you've seen them. It's like stand straight up, and then you can put your phone on it and record stuff.
You have the iPhone 11, or what iPhone you got?
I got the 11. I got the 11. I got it last year because whatever phone I had before accidentally slipped out of my hand leaving a birthday party in the club. And it shattered into pieces and stopped working. So
damn.
Yeah, rough life. What's good out there in Phoenix?
COVID. I mean, that's not good, but
yeah.
COVID's on the come up again. Yeah, man. Thanksgiving week, man. We're recording on a Monday. First of all, we never record on Monday. We just record on Wednesdays, maybe a Thursday once. But this is maybe our first Monday episode in like 5 years.
Yeah, I've never been on this show on a Monday. I'm kind of weird, but it kind of works out because it's Thanksgiving week. Special plans or just doing the fam thing? Can you guys do the fam thing? It's COVID. I don't know.
I don't know. We're not even doing the cooking thing. We're just getting our food from a restaurant on Wednesday, and then my parents are coming over on Thursday. So that's it. I mean, it's only 2 p.m. I don't think we're going to see anyone else. What about you?
I think it's going to be me and my parents, and I think my sister, my brother may not come down. It depends. I don't think he may stay because he had surgery on his knee.
Oh no! You get injured the last game?
He got injured like earlier this year. This season ended maybe week 4. I don't even know what week you could count because I don't know what games have been canceled or not. But It ended fairly early. It was his last season, and he was gonna hang up the cleats and focus on the second bachelor's degree. But surprise! He won't come back for one more season. He had the option, so he's gonna try one more time. And
medical red shirt, nice.
Yeah, maybe get to the league, maybe not. He's at peace with it either way. So
what's his major, man?
Business.
Okay, man.
Yeah. So
doing anything with that? That's cool, man. Dang, that's crazy.
They grow up so fast. Remember when he was an infant? But anyway.
Me and Crystal calculated that little Tommy, Ace Kid reporter Tommy, is going to graduate high school in 6 years. Wow. That's the exact same face we made. 6 years? Remember when we were seniors?
Yeah, I think about it often. What happened?
So he's only 6 years away from where we were.
6 years away? What grade is he in? 7th?
No, he's in 6th grade, so yeah.
Wow, he is going to graduate in 6 years. That is insane. Wow.
Crazy times, man, yeah.
I remember when he was just a little... Never mind.
Anywho, yeah. Survivor Series, man. My first pay-per-view I've watched in like, I don't know, man, probably since Money in the Bank.
Were you hyped going into it, or were you just kind of like low expectations based on, well, I guess you probably didn't watch, so you have no idea. But were you hyped?
Yeah, I literally had no idea what was happening until my friend texted me on Saturday, and he's like, hey, you want to come over for Survivor Series? I'm like, well, I haven't seen you since January, since COVID. Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it before I forget and give up on WWE completely. So, yeah, man, I had no expectations. I had no idea. All I know was Roman Reigns was a heel and Undertaker was retiring. That's it. That's all I knew. Didn't know any other beefs or storylines.
Yeah, I mean, those are the two biggest storylines going in and coming out of it. Undertaker.
Where was The Fiend?
He wasn't on the show. I mean, he didn't really have an angle on the show. Like, there was really no, I don't know. It's hard to, I don't want to say there was no need for him, but he didn't have a story. He didn't have a storyline that fit the show. Like, this Survivor Series was just straight up, bragging rights kind of. You had the men's match, you had the women's match, and then you had the champ's first champ. He's not a champ, and I don't know. How do you put the Fiend on the tag team? That's not what Alexa's list, right?
What did they explain why they didn't do NXT this year? Because they did NXT last year. It was kind of I don't know, nice wrinkle to it.
Last year there was no coronavirus yet here.
No, that's true.
I mean, the rumor just said they were just trying to keep the amount of people lower, or it doesn't make any sense. No, that makes sense.
I mean, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, yeah.
Yeah, so they just, I guess, maybe to hopefully try to curb the spread. NXT's had a few breakouts, so they're probably on punishment. I don't know. But NXT is going to do a War Games here pretty soon, like in the beginning of December. So that'll be
wow.
Cool. It's going to be like the big War Games match is going to be the Undisputed Era versus whatever Pat McAfee's faction is called. I don't know what this faction is called.
McAfee's. McAfee's. Fighting McAfee's. What the heck? I know he has Pete Dunne in his faction.
He did get Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne gets his payback for that time Roddy Strong screwed him out of the tag titles. And then he's got Oney Lorcan and Danny Burke, current NXT Tag Team Champs. They'll face the Undisputed Era. And maybe there'll be more shenanigans afoot. Who knows? I don't know.
I think the Undisputed Era is 1-1 inside of War Games. They won the first time, lost the last time.
They did. You're right.
They yeah. I mean, they got pressures on the Undisputed Era. I'm always down for a good War Games match. So
hey, it should be really good. I think Pat McAfee's a better entertainer than I thought out there. I didn't know he was so athletic. I mean, he was a punter. Punters aren't actually too much, but he could like box jump from the floor to the ring pretty easily. That's impressive. Wow. Yeah.
It's good to say he's retired too. Yeah, retired for many years now.
Yeah, there's still hope if we want to go in the wrestling. Just saying.
I tear my quad, tear your knee.
No, we just got to stretch or learn Tom Brady and or LeBron James' extensive offseason routine, and we'll be fine. Lots of calisthenics.
Tom Brady can't throw the deep ball.
That's probably why he lost tonight. But he doesn't throw the deep ball. He never has.
I think LeBron James goes in like a cryo chamber after every game or something like that.
Yeah, he's got a pretty crazy regimen that he goes through to perform at the age that he is, which is literally a year younger than us and has 4 rings. But
what the heck? He's only a year younger than us?
Yeah, I think he'll be 36 sometime in the next couple of weeks. His birthday is around mine, so.
His hairline's 46.
Hairline's 56. But
burying the GOAT for no reason.
Yeah, for real. No, but I love the GOAT. Shout out to LeBron and the Lakers and the Dodgers and all sports happening right now. You guys are putting your lives on the line for us. So
pretty much.
Now we should get back to Survivor Series. What did you think of you want to start with The Undertaker or finish with The Undertaker?
Okay, I mean, why was no one else talking about how Vince McMahon looked, man?
I was talking about it in my mind.
Okay, thank you, man. Like, what? That was totally distracting to me.
What, the way he actually looked or him crying?
Yeah, man, he looked sorry, I gotta mess with my phone real quick.
Smudge on my phone.
It froze.
I froze.
Oh, gosh. Good old
Hello?
Wi-Fi. Sorry, man, you froze.
Oh, but you can hear me.
Yeah, but now I can't see you. That's cool.
Oh, okay.
Some of that won't come back to haunt us during this recording process. Yeah, man. Like, if you noticed that too, man, he just looked like he aged 20 years since the last time I saw him. I don't remember the last time I saw him.
You saw him at Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah, he was in his office. Yeah, he looked fine there, man. I don't know, like, what happened in these last 4 or 5 months. Man, he looked like he lost a lot of weight, lost a lot of muscle mass, had a lot of makeup on.
He's like 73, right?
Yeah, but like Vince finally got old.
Yeah, I was looking at him, and I was looking at him, and then I was picturing, I guess, the younger Vince from his announcer days, and I was like, wow, he's old now. He's actually old now. Like,
yeah, he didn't have the same like energy or same like spark.
Nah, it was so weird because that was the farewell, which I get why they did it. because Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't. I mean, it felt fine, but I don't know. Would you have waited for fans to be there for a bigger reaction?
1,000%, man. a
Yeah,
thousand percent. I think this is totally like I don't know. Not I just don't trust. I don't trust WWE as it is, but like to pull this whole thing off and have this whole ceremony in front of no crowd and like no reactions, it was just like, why are you like playing this card right now? You just save it for any time. I don't know. I mean, as soon as fans comes back, I think Undertaker's gonna have one more match.
he's
Or
got to have.
yeah.
I think he's got. I don't. I just. I thought something was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The final boss was going to appear out of nowhere. I don't know who the
Yeah.
final boss would be. I don't have an opponent in mind. But I was just
Yeah.
like, there's going to be some shenanigans, like that time they tried to celebrate Ric Flair and he ended up dead in the hallway. And then they like brought out all those people, and none of them were there when when the Undertaker came out. And I was just like, I'm not mad at it, but it just didn't feel like the end. They did the Paul Bearer like hologram thing, which was cool,
That was cool. Yeah.
but I didn't feel it all the way. Like I knew it was goodbye because I could see it in the Undertaker's face. I could see him taking his deep breaths, like he feels like it's over, but you can never count him out, right?
Unless he's really injured. I don't know. Unless there's like some kind of like back injury or like knee injury where he can't literally wrestle anymore. Is that something like that's in the rumors or something you heard of? Or
No. I just figured. I just watched the last ride, and he pretty much said he was done, but he said, you never know. It was like that.
it's wrestling, man. Yeah.
They were saying farewell tour. Now he walked away, and there's really no opponent. I don't know who he would come back for. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, I don't see anyone like in NXT. I don't see anyone on either roster. He already had his match with Reigns at WrestleMania, so it's like no need to run that back again. Already had Wyatt. Already had Punk. If you want to go crazy, I mean, there's no point doing Sting because he's Undertaker's going to go over. I feel like.
Right.
So there's no one to pass the torch to really right now. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought maybe a torch passing, but I don't know. I think Reigns was supposed to be the torch passing of the locker room leader. Mm-hmm. So I reflected on that. I was like, well, I guess when he did the hat and the boots last time, that was probably just him saying. I mean, he hasn't been active enough in the last several years. He only wrestles once a year, but that's probably saying like it's Reigns is like he's the leader now. Undertaker was always a locker room leader. He had the BS, what are they called? The Black Skull Crew, I think they were called back in the day.
I didn't know the Godwins were also DOA.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know
one of them
was the Minion, or what was his name? Minion?
Midian or something? Or
yeah, that guy. Yeah, I didn't know that. I remember the Godwins. I didn't know that that's who they came.
Yeah, I remember the Godwins. I didn't know that's they transitioned to. Yeah. I just remember them being in like No Mercy or WrestleMania and N64 being complete jobbers.
Yes, they were the jobbers of old. But I guess if it is goodbye to the dead man, thanks for all the years. We'll never forget you. I'll never forget that 30 years ago, that first time he appeared. And I think he beat the entire team that he faced by himself. Coco Beware being the first victim.
I think it was Dusty Rhodes versus $1 Million Man kind of beef.
Yeah. $1 Million Man announced him. And I think Brother Love was there, and I think Paul Bearer was there. I think it was like all of them were talkers, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, he used to be like more pale.
Yes, he did. He had like very blackened eyes. Yeah, that character's come a long way, man. It's pretty awesome.
One time he faced himself at Survivor Series somehow. Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Oh, there was a fake Undertaker.
Yeah, fake Taker. Yeah.
How did they do that? It was so weird.
Yeah, it confused me as a kid.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually.
It wasn't a good memory. I don't think it was a good match either. I think it was the main event of a SummerSlam, and it was just like it's when WWE's going through its weird times.
Weird couldn't beat WCW times, or even before that.
Even before that, yeah, it was like their new generation or whatever. Oh,
the new generation with Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Bob Sparkplug Holly.
He was an actual race car driver.
Yes, he drove the NASCAR.
That's a great gimmick. Good job, Vince McMahon.
Good as Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
Bastion Booger.
Bastion Booger. Oh, I remember him.
Doink the Clown.
Doink was cool. He scared me.
Yeah, when he became dark, man, that was kind of scary, actually.
He was,
The twisted music, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Goodness, that heel Doink was insane.
And then he had little Doinks, Dinks, if you will.
I think they were evil too. I don't know. I don't remember.
I'd want to punt them.
Yeah, you would want to punt them. You probably want to see punt them, wouldn't you?
Punt them off the bridge, yeah.
Punt them off the bridge. That's where they're having the backstep.
It's cool. He came back through the ocean. He was fine.
Right.
He ate a whole wheel of cheese and everything was all right. I guess you want to work backwards still, or you want to go back to the?
Let's go back to the top because I can't end with the top. At the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the first match was the men's Survivor Series match, and SmackDown just got slapped.
I knew they would. I knew they would. I was just like, this isn't fair. Like they have a formidable team, but it's not fair. Like they were down 5-3 within like 5 minutes.
They had Corbin and Otis. I mean, that was kind of boat anchors right there.
They were screwed because Corbin doesn't get, he doesn't go over. Otis, God bless his soul. He's funny, but
he was cracking me up.
He was great, but who was he gonna pin? Who was he gonna go over on?
Sheamus, maybe? I don't know.
They didn't eliminate anyone from Raw, did they?
No. How have we ever seen a clean sweep before in a Survivor Series match? Maybe that's the Undertaker's debut?
Yeah, I think that's the only time. But I can't believe that. I don't know. I didn't. Did you like it? Did you like it?
No, I didn't like that. I liked the women's match better. I thought it had a better story and thought it was yeah, man, you took out Seth Rollins in the first seconds and he's like one of the best wrestlers.
I don't understand that either. Like what the I didn't get it. Like I could tell he didn't even I was like, does he just not want to be in this match? Like he was he was steaming. He was just so focused. He just had like the angriest face and he was just like for the greater good. And then he gets to the ring and he's like, kick me in the face. And I was like, why? You could have helped them win. It could have been an upset.
Yeah, it could have been upset. I mean, they had Owens, Rollins, and Jey Uso. I mean, that's a pretty good base. But then after that, I mean,
don't sleep on Jey Uso.
I'm glad he's getting a singles run, man. He's actually getting a good push here.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he is. He's heel or face, jobber or not, losing or not. He's good.
He can do it all. Yeah.
I like the character. I like that whole bloodline, whatever it's called, the family. I don't know. They call them the storylines with that is pretty entertaining stuff.
Are they going to build up to like a Owen Hart versus Bret Hart kind of Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns like rematch, or were they going to have bigger plans for Roman Reigns?
I hear they're trying to get the one DJ. I don't know if you know who that is. DJ.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yes, DJ. Yeah. Yeah, my roommate says it's his best homie. He knows him, so he's trying to put a call in, trying to set it up. They might do something like that, but I don't know if The Rock would even do it. I'm not sure.
He's so busy with movies and stuff, man. What about Rock's political career? Rock's for president. Rock's for president still. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he might. I don't know what movies he's working on now. I'm sure he's working on something. But he might have the time to squeeze it in with COVID going on.
That's true, actually. If he wanted to, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah. What was The Rock's last match before this?
Rock last competed.
Was it Cena?
I thought they squashed the Wyatt family.
No, they just yeah. Oh, that's true, yeah.
That was the last match he was in. That would be cool, I guess, if they keep the family story going and Roman keeps being a tool. I would take Rock and Roman. That could be good. I don't know. The crowd might like it because I'm thinking, who is Roman Reigns going to face? If he keeps the title, like, where is that storyline going to go at wrestling? You can't do what you did last year. Can't botch that.
Oh, yeah, what happened? Oh, yeah. Roman had a while because of COVID, right? And then
yeah.
It's Roman versus Goldberg. Oh gosh.
I don't want to see Roman versus Goldberg, even though Goldberg still has like 3 matches.
Oh gosh.
WWE and Vince McMahon thinks Goldberg is still a draw, so he still use him anyway. But yeah, I thought that first match was not. I wasn't impressed. I didn't really care that Raw swept. It just didn't really. All it did was move along their storyline of who's going to face McIntyre next.
Yeah, that's what happened on Raw tonight, right?
They had a couple. They had a couple one-on-ones, and then there's going to be a triple threat. And whoever wins a triple threat will face McIntyre at TLC.
Nah.
I don't know who that's going to be though.
I think next was New Day versus Street Profits. I think that was my favorite match of the night.
I like that
before the main event.
Yeah, I like that match. I thought it was cool. I thought that they did a good job of selling that or promoting that one. That one they feel like they promoted the most, like between the brands. Like I feel like I just felt that one the most leading up to it. Like Reigns and McIntyre, they did that in a week.
Yeah, why didn't Randy Orton show up at Survivor Series to put his 2 cents in? He give up?
Yes, he gave. Well, he tried to get him to that triple threat and he lost. So I guess keeping him away from the title for now. I guess. Mm-hmm. Or the Fiend interrupted the match and that's why he lost the match. So we'll see. Maybe the Fiend and Randy will be. I don't know. They haven't.
Oh gosh, the one time Randy burned down the Wyatt family house.
Yeah, the Fiend never forgets. But back, so Street Profits New Day, I thought that was cool. It's like a friendly competition, but it was serious. I really like, what is his name? Not Angelo Dawkins. What's the other name?
Montez Ford.
I like him. I like them both. I like him as a tag team, but I see a lot of potential in that guy. He puts on great promos. He had a great promo before. He wore a cool blue hat. The match was really good. I thought they told a good story. And then they got.
Is Montez Ford too small or too skinny for a main event scene?
How tall is he?
That's a good question. That's a good question too. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is he bigger than is he as big as Kofi or bigger than Kofi?
He's about Kofi. He's pretty ripped, so he's probably Kofi size.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan was the champ.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be main event. I don't know. You never know what they do in WWE. One time, the Iconics were a great tag team, and they split them up. And then they put Peyton Royce with Lacey Evans. So, I'm not really sure.
Why is every time the New Day have an awesome entrance, they always lose? Like that one time they dressed up as Dragon Ball Z and had a big box of Bootios, and they lost the League of Nations featuring Wade Barrett and Alberto Del Rio.
Yes, Wade Barrett and the Barrett Barrage. You can hear it every week on NXT. I don't know. Those Gears of War outfits were really cool, and Big E was there. He was allowed to be there. Well, for the intro. So I guess I thought that was cool. Did you like that he came out?
Yeah, it was a nice surprise, man. That was a good surprise. I'm surprised they had Street Profits win, actually, because I don't know if they're ready to pass the torch. I mean, like that's like the old guard versus the new guard a little bit. So I'm surprised they pulled the trigger on that.
I think New Day is 10-time tag champs, and then Street Profits might have I don't know what happens if you trade titles, but they've had the tag titles for a long time, so they'll be around. But yeah, I like that they went over, but I can see what you mean. Like I don't know why they had New Day lose. Maybe they just solidify the Street Profits as like the next big tag team.
Yeah.
People
were saying that New Day might turn heel.
I was thinking that they would do it. They were heels when they first started.
They were, yeah.
They started as heels, and then they just got so over it. It was inevitable. I wouldn't mind seeing them turn heel. You're just talking about Woods and Kingston, though, right? Not Big E.
That'd be kind of cool. Show some dissension in it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd like to see them turn heels. Just because switch it up. Yeah,
they've been faces for so long. I was thinking they might attack Street Profits or something. I was just waiting for it, and it didn't happen. There was no big wow moments in the show.
This whole pay-per-view where there wasn't their big wow moment. There's no like big surprise run-ins or I don't know if that was due to COVID or just due to no fans or
right. They were just like, we're just going to put out a show and hopefully everyone tunes in.
They're going against Sunday Night Football
They
against
were going
Patrick.
against that. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't watch that Survivor Series until like 1 in the morning. It was so late when we started to try to finish it. Um, but yeah, what was the match after? Was the match after the women? No, it was Lashley and Zayn was the next match, which I thought Zayn would win. I don't know why they love Lashley so much.
Yeah, I don't know why they love. I mean, yeah, Vince is just obsessed with him, but yeah, I didn't know. Sami Zayn's now a conspiracy theorist, I guess, and Lashley's main part of the Hurt Business.
Yes, do you like the Hurt Business?
Yeah, man, I like they come out in suits and I give Cedric Alexander something to do. Shelton Benjamin's always been cool. MVP is a good mouthpiece. Lashley's the muscle, so I mean it's a good faction. I don't know what's their like ceiling or how far they can go to the main event scene or they're stuck in the mid card, but it's a good faction for what it is right now. Give for those four dudes something, a purpose at least.
True, they could have a good feud. They've been feuding well. Two of them have been feuding with the New Day. They've lost 2 tag title matches in a row. So there's that. But yeah, I like the Hurt Business too. I think MVP, great speaker, and then the rest of them they're all talented. I don't know if their mic skills are great, but they're all super talented. So and they look cool.
Retribution? Where are they?
They were not at Survivor Series. I'll tell you that. They were not there. I don't even know if they had a segment tonight on Raw. I don't know.
Have they done anything interesting or anarchist
they picked up their first win last week, 2 weeks ago, somehow. Reckoning took out Dana Brooke. No,
okay. Dana Brooke. What kind of beef would anyone have with Dana Brooke?
Well, they had to explain her and Mandy Rose not being in the Women's Survivor Series somehow.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Took out Mandy Rose, and then I guess they added even more salt into the open wound that was already Mandy Rose's shoulder injury. They're like, we're just going to take Dana Brooke out, too. We're just going to have Reckoning attack her for no reason at all. Middle of a Raw interview. And that's how that went. I don't know.
Is Mandy Rose legitimately hurt?
She's legit hurt, yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know how serious it is. I feel like her and Dana could eventually. That'd be cool. Because I like Dana Brooke. I know she's had her rough patches. She had her Lana moments.
Yeah.
But I like seeing women I just like seeing athletes, I guess, just get better. I feel like she's gotten a little better. And they put her with Mandy.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So those two. I could see them taking. I don't know who's going to beat Nia Jax. She's so dominant, and Shayna, but I could just see them maybe being the team to do it. If it's not going to be the Riot Squad or something.
I don't think it's going to be I don't think the Riot Squad that's got that kind of juice ever. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. They didn't show me too much in the Survivor Series match, at least.
Nah. Did you like Zayn and Lashley? That's the last thought I have on that.
No, sorry. I liked that it was short. It got over with. I didn't have any. Usually the IC title versus the US title is always kind of like okay, go get a snack match, go look on your phone match.
Could it have been cooler if it was like Zayn versus someone else?
Not Apollo Crews, who was the last US champion before that.
Anyway.
Yeah, I just don't know who was before Zayn and Lashley.
Crews. I don't know. Matt Riddle, maybe. I'm just thinking of cool matches, but yeah, I guess the Go Get a Snack match was definitely that match. Over fast. Zayn tapped to the Hurt Lock. The Hurt Business looks good again. And then I want to say we would get into the women's match, right? No, we got Sasha and Asuka.
I was disappointed with that match. People liked it, said it might have been the match tonight. I thought
they won by schoolboy roll up.
I thought it was kind of sloppy.
There was a lot of was it that? There was some sloppy spots, yeah.
I have higher expectations for those. I've seen those women blow down the house and steal the show so many times that when they get together, I thought there was going to be fireworks. And it's just I don't know. It's never got out of it was like driving the speed limit. They were doing a cool 45, and that was kind of it. It was just I wanted to see him speed down the highway and do some swerves and donut and stuff, but just never did. I was kind of bummed.
They could have told a better story. There was a lot of spots where Sasha was hitting that backstabber, but she wasn't going into the bank statement. I don't even think she might have got the bank statement once, but she never really locked it in. Asuka never got the Asuka lock. You know, they hyped it up a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know they just had a feud not that long ago, but I just thought it would be cooler, and I felt like Sasha winning would have meant more if they made it better. But I knew that her winning was important, you know, because she has trouble winning big ones.
Yeah, she needs the big match more than Asuka did. Who's gonna take the belt off Asuka, man? She's had the belt since she didn't win the belt. First, we just got it handed to her by Becky Lynch, and she lost it since, or
no. That's a good question. I mean, I'm just thinking of the Raw. You got Lacey Evans. I wouldn't want to see her win yet. You got Baszler and Jax, but not really sold on either one of those feuds. I mean, who is it? Asuka.
I was gonna say Charlotte Flair. Where is Charlotte Flair? Is she gonna come back and ruin Asuka's party again?
Could be Charlotte. Probably would be. So I was thinking either Charlotte Flair or Rousey might come. There's rumors Rousey might be training for a comeback. I know he would go to that angle because I just know it. He's gonna want it. No, I'm fine with it. Or maybe, well, I don't know. So Becky Lynch's their child is due in December. Maternity leave is how long? You're a father. You should know this. I don't know.
At least 6 weeks, but probably more like 8 to 10, maybe.
8 to 10 weeks. So that's right around February. It just depends on when they would want to start building their WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's true. Is WrestleMania going to have fans?
Well, the Thunderdome is moving to Tropicana Field.
Oh, okay. When? For TLC?
By TLC, I think, yeah. I think by the end of this month or the beginning of next month.
Because after TLC's Royal Rumble in January.
Yeah, I don't know when they said they were going to start having fans again. But I know they're probably close. Because Florida, I'm pretty sure you can have fans in Florida. Because AEW has fans at their shows.
Yeah, the AEW's had fans for 2 or 3 months now. Separated out, but still, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Will WrestleMania have fans? We have to wait and see. I mean, maybe. It really just depends on where we are in April. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't predict where we'll be in April, man. Yeah, couldn't have predicted last April, so.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably still be wearing masks. We'll probably be wearing masks.
So, I assume so, yeah.
They're part of most commercials now, so.
That's true. I've seen commercials of people wearing masks, yeah.
Insane. So we weren't impressed with Sasha and Asuka. So now you go into this Women's Survivor Series match. And I think that might have been the best story told, minus the main event.
Yeah, I think you're right. What's up with Lana? Wow, I mean, I know why she's getting buried, but it's like WWE being that obvious that they're burying Rusev's wife.
Wait, they're burying her? I thought they loved her. I thought this was all part of her big money push.
Why'd she get put through a table like 11 straight times?
She didn't get put through a table last night.
True. But that whole highlight package was Lana getting put through a table over and over again. That's the way I learned coming into that match.
Why are they? I mean, I feel like Rusev. Did he come out and say anything really bad about WWE? I don't think so. I think he's happier in AEW. Like the character's cooler. Miro, the best man. He plays video games. He plays video games in real life. He's allowed to have a Twitch account, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, I could see it as a burial. They say it's not. They say Lana's supposed to be turning face, but I don't see the face thing. I don't know why they're doing that to her, but she's playing it up very well. Like they just bully her. She gets put through a table every week. She tagged herself into the match. She has some offense going, and then they force her to stand on the stairs.
That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, just made her stand there. And I was like, if I'm Lana, I'm pissed. Like, real me is pissed off. Like, me in my mind, CJ Perry, that's her real name, is so mad. I don't know, because you can't defy the boss and you get fired. Like, I would just I'd be disrespectful somehow. I'd find a way to disrespect the system. Like, stand on the stairs. Like, there was one point where no one in the match was standing, and she just had to stand there. But she was.
But yeah, but did like a crazy someone suplexed Bailey through the crowd of people, and Juan was just standing there.
She just stood there, and I was like, "This is awful," but it's interesting. And I was like, "All right, so obviously Raw's gonna win, and Lana's gonna get the pinfall." But no, she didn't even get a pinfall. She wasn't even let her pin someone. They're just gonna do a double count out, and because I was like, "All right, whoever the last girl was on Raw that wasn't Lana is gonna get counted out, and Bianca Belair is gonna be in the ring. Somehow Lana's gonna hit some sort of nasty kick, and she's gonna get the victory." No, doesn't happen. We just do a double count out. Now she's the best. And I was like, she's probably going through a table for this. And then they didn't put her through the table. I don't know what they did with her on Raw tonight, but I don't know why they're doing it to her, man. I mean, I know she's going through the being green as a wrestler thing, but I mean, she's getting TV time.
That's true. I mean, her and Aleister Black need to start a club.
Yeah,
spouses that Vince McMahon doesn't like.
Oh yeah, we'll get to Aleister Black's spouse in a second. We'll probably touch on that. So what did you think of the match?
I think the match was good. I mean, it went by fast. They had some good ups and downs. It was a good Survivor Series match, and good thing about Survivor Series match, you can build a star, and I think Bianca Belair was definitely the star of that match. She was. Yeah. We knew she was good. We knew she was good from NXT. I didn't know she was that good. Just putting her on the main roster and having her be like probably the most talented person of the 10 people there, and I was impressed by that. Everything she did, she looked like a star. And yeah, man, her and Montez Ford, the power couple, the future.
It's crazy how athletic she is.
Yeah, man, like she's gonna take that spot from Naomi for the Kofi Kingston crazy Rumble saves.
I was just thinking that. I was like, she's like the Naomi, who was very athletic. Alicia Fox, who was crazy, but was actually very athletic too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think the EST of WWE is she'll probably have a pretty decent monster year over there on SmackDown.
Yeah, I would like to see her build towards title feud. I don't know if about this WrestleMania or if it's at SummerSlam or something, but I'd like to see her or maybe win the Money in the Bank or something like that. She's on track for that, I think. Yes. Especially because,
they just got to redeem these Money in the Banks, man. Oh, you won. Here's the title. What? Oh, you won. You're gonna job your briefcase lunch pail to the Miz.
Oh man, when's Miz gonna cash in, man? He's gotta probably cash in on McIntyre, right? Not Reigns, I assume, right?
He wouldn't be foolish to try Roman Reigns, the head of the team. I don't know. They were saying that they made him win it because they didn't want whoever was gonna cash in. They didn't want him to cash in right away, so he might hold on to it for a while. I mean, he has a year.
Does it reset, or does he have next to Money in the Bank? Or does it reset from when he won it, or does he have till next Money in the Bank?
He better. I would hope he would only have until Money in the Bank, right? Like, he can't keep that briefcase up. Or he could. They could draw it all the way out. And they could have double cash-ins, one for each.
Oh man!
I hope they don't.
No, I don't think they'll be that crazy.
Money in the Bank used to have so much more meaning, and the matches were cool. They're still cool, but I just feel like they've taken the luster sometimes. Just depends.
Yeah, it's all about who they crown Money in the Bank, man. If it's a King Corbin or Damian Sandow or Otis.
Yeah, I guess. I never saw Otis as a legitimate champ like that, but Vince McMahon did for a while. You could have given him a 24-hour run with the title. I mean, we would still be mad, but
This is the thing. It was just way too early to give it to him. Like just way too early. Yeah. Yeah. And they just didn't know how to book themselves out of that corner they booked themselves into.
The same way they gave Santino Marella the Intercontinental title on his debut.
Milan Miracle.
Yeah, the Milan Miracle. The Miracle of Milan. Jim Cornette hates him, by the way.
He hates Santino?
I think they hate each other, yeah. I don't know why. Jim Cornette hates everybody.
I don't know what Santino's even doing right now.
I'm not sure. Probably chilling.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, so we like the women's match. So the last match, which they only built up in a week, 2 weeks, was the big dog Roman Reigns, or he's not? Is he the big dog, or is he just? I guess he's the chief Roman Reigns,
The tribal chief.
tribal chief. Didn't wear a lei this time. It's usually establishes dominance, but him versus McIntyre. What do you think? I thought this was the, one of the one of the top two matches. The women's match was really good with the story. This match was just it started kind of slow, but then it just got good. You know, the ending was kind of but I liked it. I liked it overall.
It looked like a main event of a WrestleMania. Like just the build up and the guys coming out and just them stare down. It's like, okay, this is like this should probably somehow, some way be a WrestleMania main event somewhere down the road if they don't give it to a part timer. But yeah, like you said, it started out really slow. I was worried for a second. I was like, how these two guys are both good. I've seen them both have good matches, but maybe when they come together, they just didn't have that chemistry because it was just really booked really slow. It looked like a Triple H match or like an old Hulk Hogan match. It was just like too many rest holds, too many tests of strength. It was, but maybe it was the last 10 minutes or last 12 minutes was just like perfect. It was just like hitting on every note, and it was just like, okay, that raised that match to a whole new level.
Yeah, and I can't even remember the last 10 minutes. I just remember thinking, wow, this is really good now. You guys have really saved yourself in the final 10 minutes of the match. The way the story was going, you know, Roman now has this thing where he talks to himself, talks out loud. I think that's cool. He plays a perfect heel. They did a great contract signing on Friday night. You know, he was calling him number two. I thought that was hilarious. It just made me think of Dr. So just felt it.
Number two.
And you know, Roman does what he does. He wins by undermining tactics, takes out the ref, gets the low blow, then the super kick, then the guillotine, which I guess is his finish now. But I'm just like, man, the guy. And did you want him to win, or did you want Mac to win, or did you just not care?
Oh, I like Roman Reigns as a heel. As soon as I saw him on the screen, as soon as I saw the hype video, I like McIntyre as a face, but I don't know. It was hard. It was hard just because Roman Reigns is like a perfect right now. He's hitting on all cylinders. He's a 10 out of 10, so it's hard to rise to that level. So I just didn't see a way. I think it would have been foolish for Roman Reigns' first loss to come out Survivor Series to Drew McIntyre. So.
It's like Roman said, you know, maybe later on down the line you can be the man, but right now it's him. You know, I mean, I feel like he's been the leader on and off the screen for however long. The character's so good. You know, what's cool is that Paul Heyman is a special counsel, but Paul Heyman doesn't really say much. He's just kind of there.
Yeah, he didn't really do much on Sunday, at least.
He watches with conviction as he watches Jey Uso and just the reactions from that. And that's all it is. And that's what's cool about Paul Heyman is he can be great without saying anything. Just his ringside reactions. And this character that Roman is just, I don't know who's writing this character. I don't know if he's doing it himself. But it's really good. It's very impressive. This is probably the best Roman Reigns I've seen since the original Shield.
Yeah, the original one, it was just rose past Rollins and Ambrose out of nowhere, kind of almost.
Which is crazy.
At the time, he was the third wheel almost. Not the third wheel, but
the muscle.
Just the muscle. Yeah, because you knew Ambrose was talented. Rollins looks like a future wrestler, and he's just a future main eventer, and he's just so good. But then you had I guess maybe the wild card, maybe the unknown, like maybe it's the guy, the former college football player, but. Yeah, he kind of blew past the other two. Quickly, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely at the head of the table. I do wonder where they'll go next with him as far as feuds. I don't think he'll feud with Jay. I think their feud will just be like family bickering back and forth, like trying to gain acceptance, him belittling him. That'll probably happen when Jimmy comes back. We'll see what happens. I think they were saying Daniel Bryan might be next in line for a feud with Roman, just to probably solidify him more as a heel. I just wonder, because it's getting close to Rumble and Mania, like who's going to be the guy that's going to challenge him?
If it's not The Rock, then who's it going to be?
don't know. Don't know. Where will we be? Will Edge come back? Is Edge coming
No, forgot
back?
about Edge. I think Edge's supposed to be back around Rumble again.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I just wonder what they have planned because they were saying there's gonna be Edge and Orton, but maybe they're going away from that now. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember that rumor as well. Who's next for McIntyre if you had to pick out of those AJ Styles, the Braun Strowman, Sheamus?
I think Sheamus.
Oh man,
I hope not Sheamus.
he goes from Orton to Sheamus. What's next, Ziggler?
Oh, Ziggler. I would do a feud with. I would say Styles or Lee, right? I mean, Styles is a 2-time WWE champ. Lee is Lee. You know, he's really cool. I would say one of them. Hopefully, either one of them. You give Keith Lee some more exposure. They have like a friendly rivalry going anyway. AJ Styles is great. Probably one of the best wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the world right now.
Who's the AJ Styles bodyguard? Who was that guy? Where'd he come from?
He was a basketball player, 7'3".
He's tall, way taller than Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw when he signed. I think I saw it in the rumors, or I saw on Cape Side somewhere they had him. It was like a dark match he did in NXT. I was like, that guy's huge. But, I think they just wanted him on TV because Vince likes big dudes. He doesn't have a lot of. I guess he's still super green.
Yeah.
But they wanted him on TV, so they just made him the bodyguard. It doesn't say much. So I guess it's kind of like Diesel and HBK, kind of.
That's the vibes I was getting. Yeah.
Yeah. So we shall see. We shall see. We already did the Undertaker. That's it. That's the whole show in a nutshell. Any final thoughts on it?
I think I gave the grade of 5 out of maybe 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. What would you give the grade for Survivor? Yeah.
On Facebook, in one of those wrestling group chats, I gave it a 7, but I'd probably have to down it to a 6.5-ish, 6-ish, just based on the first match not being, I don't know, it wasn't as entertaining as I wanted it to be. Like, I would have liked to see Riddle face off with Rollins or something like that, or Styles Rollins go at it. I just needed Rollins to be in the match. Not saying, or Kevin Owens, or, the guys that are, going to make it an entertaining match. Like you said, Sasha and Asuka didn't live up to the hype. The women's match was cool, so I just go 6.5. And then that Undertaker farewell just didn't feel right. I think it's the best. It just felt bizarre. Like it wasn't, like it was farewell, but it wasn't. Like it was because they had to do it because it's 30 years of Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you could do 30 years of WrestleMania too. I mean,
That's true. Yeah, actually, yeah. Because if it's 30 years of Survivor Series, it'd be 30 years of WrestleMania as well. Yeah. So maybe they'll save it for that. But yeah, got to see Savio Vega. It was random. Got to see the Godfather not coming out as Papa Shango.
Yeah, that was cool. Got to see the Godwins, Michaels. I forgot who else came out. Kane was there. I remember
that. Kane was the only one in ring gear.
He was the only one in ring gear. I didn't understand. I was like, okay. Cool, I guess.
No one gave the mayor of Knox County the memo not to come in your ring gear.
He didn't shake anyone's hand either. Everyone else did like a pound or a handshake, hug. He didn't shake a single hand. I guess he was in character. I don't know.
It looks like they put a joke on Kane or something. Yeah, we'll all show up in our ring gear, sure.
They do that, dude. They play jokes and have bets. Like Vince McMahon's, I guess he likes to. He has his own humor, but they'll have bets of things in matches that they'll bet that someone will do or bet someone to do. So I'm like, what? It's crazy.
What else was weird? Seeing Undertaker talk as Mark Calloway in the Broken Skull sessions, completely change his voice just a normal human voice.
Oh, just like him in the Broken Skull is like him in the Last Ride, right?
Yeah, man, it just kind of freaks me out. I don't know, it just weirds me out every time.
That he's finally not being the Undertaker off camera.
Yeah, he's just talking like a normal guy, and his voice like changes when it's not the Undertaker.
the legend is resting in peace now. So he can just be himself, which is good for him, man, because they have ran him into the ground for so many years and put his body on the line. You know, he's had multiple surgeries, I guess, that no one knew about until the last ride. I didn't know about. But yeah, if it's like I said, if it's farewell, farewell. But if he comes back for just one more match, no more than one, make it worth it. You know,
That's the tough part. We don't know who to came and book it, so I don't know. Like maybe WWE is correct because if we can't think of something, then they probably can't think of something either.
nah, he's already faced anyone that who will he face besides Sting, and then I don't even know if Sting can wrestle. I'm not sure if he's allowed
Face
to.
AJ Styles' bodyguard.
Not Omagaban. I think that's his name is. I forget his name.
I have no idea what his name is.
Yeah. Will you, any final thoughts? You care that Selena Vega got fired from WWE because she wouldn't stop streaming?
No, good for her, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of very similar to the UFC and MMA. There, they don't have a union, and the UFC can just do whatever they want to their talent, and the talent really doesn't have any say because they're all individuals. There are 500 different individuals.
Mm-hmm.
WWE's NXT, they're probably the roster maybe like 200, 250 different individuals. If they're not going to join together and have one voice, then WWE is going to push them around. They if you're not going to form a union, then this is good. What's going to happen? They can make you wrestle during a pandemic. They can take away the streaming rights. They can make you go on the road for 5 days out of the week and not pay for your rental cars or not pay for your travel, not get like a tour bus like your musicians or anything driving you from city to city. They'll make you do stuff. They'll make you like log your gas mileage and pay for your food or whatever. So
Yeah.
until they come together and unionize, and this is what's going to happen. So I mean, good for her for not taking their BS, but if anyone else wants to change, they have to come together.
Will she show up in AEW or go back to Impact? I wonder. Or will she just stream? She was making more money doing Twitch than like she has an OnlyFans, but it's not like
OnlyFans. Yeah, it's not like it's not. I know like some celebrities have OnlyFans, where it's not like OnlyFans.
Yeah,
it's like a classy version. Yeah,
every Instagram model has, and all these all the women. Which hey, that's how you choose to make your money. That's how you choose. I will not judge you.
Man, if guys are dumb enough to pay for it, then man, that's
man. I'll tell you that. You go on some of these dating apps. Well, I do because you don't, but I do. You'll see people and you'll add their Insta or their Snapchat or whatever. Let's say that you add their Snapchat, and then all it is them selling their premiums or their OnlyFans or whatever. And you're like, is this even real? Is this fake? You see the prices and you're just like, wow, people actually pay for this? Excuse me. Ridiculous. But yeah, props to her. Hopefully she gets another shot in like AEW if she even wants to keep wrestling. But she had barely started wrestling again, so.
Man, she's so good, man. She's a really talented, man. Her and Andrade, man, that was a really good combo. I'm sad they broke it up, but then she's got a really good knack for wrestling. So if she wants to pursue it, I think she could be good at it in AEW or Impact or whatever she wants to do. But if she doesn't, then I don't think she has to either. She probably could get into acting pretty easily. She was in that Page documentary, not documentary, that Page movie with The Rock, Fighting for My Family. She played AJ Lee.
Oh yeah, shoot! I should watch that. Is that on movie?
I don't know. It's a decent movie. It's pretty funny. It's a good comedy. Shows some behind the scenes stuff, trying to make it in WWE, and yeah, it was pretty good. It's good 90 minutes of your time.
I've been meaning to watch it too. It was on something. It was streaming somewhere.
Yeah, it was streaming for a while, but yeah, it's worth the red box if that's still a thing.
Yep. Final thoughts. We covered what we came here to cover.
Yeah, man, it's mostly Survivor Series. Yeah, man, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Stay safe.
Yeah. Elbow drop. Wait, that's your line.
Elbow drop your friends, people. Elbow drop your family too, as well, because it's the holiday season. So elbow drop anyone.
Elbow drop anyone you want. I prefer Arizona. Yes. You just hit stop recording, pause stop.
Sure. I can't see anything